Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing. Now, the pleasure to be joined by the former IBF Super Featherweight World Champion Joe Cordina. Joe, Tom Welling's just done the business, mate.
Yeah, great performance. Got the stoppage and looked good doing it. So yeah, happy to see. I remember when I was in Dubai one year and I was in Topgolf and he came over with my pal Lee and Lee was like, listen, we got a young kid here, he's going to be shit out. Obviously, I've heard of him anyway, but he came and he sat and he didn't even have a fight back then. So it's good to see his progression and see him headlining, and that's going to stand him in good stead for as he moves on and goes up the levels.
Definitely. I mean, do you remember being kind of this level fighter, kind of just climbing up, reaching that breakthrough moment against a tough test? I mean, how important are fights like that and opponents like that for Tom Welland?
My sort of test was Mashadod, the bogeyman, and he beat a lot of good and up and coming fighters. So he was a very difficult opponent to fight against. Awkward, tough, strong, fit. He had it all. Technically, one is nowhere near as good as me. But he said to me, "I'm going to take you to deep waters." And I kept thinking it was my first 12-rounder. I think it was like my 7th or 8th fight.
Was it a Commonwealth title? That?
It was my Commonwealth title. And he said to me, I'm going to take you to deep waters. So that stuck in my head. So I trained extra hard. I trained with Ricky Burns. And when you train with Ricky Burns, you know you're going to be in the trenches and asking yourself questions. And lucky for me, I had good people around me and I answered all the questions. But that was that sort of breakout moment for me. I headlined for a Commonwealth title. And now he's doing the same. So, yeah, it's good to see.
It definitely is as well. I want to move on to yourself now, Joe, as well. Obviously, a little bit of time out the ring, obviously change of training team as well. But when can we see the Welsh Wizard back in the ring?
Very soon. I had a good meeting with my manager, Spencer Brown, the other day up in Manchester. So, yeah, we got something on the horizon. Obviously, it all goes to plan. They'll be fighting middle of the year.
Definitely. Well, I mean, and as well, Joe, kind of. Obviously, we've still got a few fights left as well, but I want to talk about one moment when you knocked out Kenichi Ogawa, and kind of the first person. It's one of my favourite boxing moments when you jumped on the ring apron and hugged Joshua Buatsi. I mean, your good friend as well. I mean, how important are boxing's a very unforgiving game, but how important is it to have those friendships kind of in the boxing game, like you had with Joshua Buatsi during the amateurs as well?
Listen, we've been all around the world together, so it's good to see that even when you turn pro and everyone goes their separate ways, you still got that good relationship. Like I was with a Coley last night, and same. It was like we never left the squad. You get me? It's we got that good relationship, and even some of the youngsters that are coming through that sort of watch me as I was leaving, they were coming on the squads. They still have that respect and they show the love. And same with me coming into the pros and being around the likes of and fighting on the undercards of Dylan White, and he was obviously there last night. So good to see them. You still have them relationships with them fighters. Do you get me? Because you've shared some of them good moments. So yeah, it's always good when you see one of your friends doing well. And for instance, when I knocked out Ogawa, Josh Buatsi had the best seat in the house, and I remember watching it back, and he said he needs to let him know he can also hurt him. And as he said that, I hit him with the best right hand I could ever thrown, and knocked him back out. So yeah, it was great.
Definitely, it was also identical to the one you got against Joshua Hernandez as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Amazing punch as well. I mean, as well, Joe. Obviously, you were billed to fight Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, that fight not happened because of Shakur's injury and things like that. But is it still the target to become a 2-weight world champion at lightweight towards in this next phase of your career?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm not here to just try and cash out. So I haven't been through the mill. I'll be honest. Only my last 3 fights or 4 fights I've took any sort of digs, which going through an 8-year career, a pro career, is or 7-year pro career is quite how can I say, remarkable really. Not getting hit, having being cut, and touch wood, I don't get cut anytime soon. Cut or any bad knock. So yeah, I'm in a good place. haven't took much punishment, and I'm ready to push on in this later stage of my career and challenge for another world title. I got ambition, so for me it's about winning a world title, collecting as much money as I can, and then sailing off into the sunset.
For sure. Joe, I know you probably have to shoot off, but any final words for the fans eagerly anticipating your return, mate?
Just keep your eyes peeled, because there's some news coming soon.
Definitely. Joe, thank you very much, and keep smashing me on those stairs.
Stairs. Cheers, bro. Good to see you, man.
Cheers.